so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you.
Even make a step of living in Biafra land. They feel so intimidated. They are so scared to face the competition. You are talking about Igbo Biafrans going away. Why don't you go to Igbo land? Make your investment. Compete for your land. Buy it. The same way they come to your land and compete. In Lagos State, every single land an Igbo man, he buys it double what a Yoruba man should have bought it. A Yoruba man will equally sell the land to a Igbo times 2. Even his own Yoruba brother will come to buy, he will not sell it. They wouldn't sell to their own brother. They would like to sell to an Igbo man in a very costly price. An Igbo man knowing what he wants to do and the value of his business will buy the land, develop it. And in the next few minutes, you begin to call him a stranger. You begin to tell him to go so that he have opportunity to steal that which you have sold to him. 2013 is not 1967. We are in the 21st century. In this 21st century, you cannot take anybody's property while he's still alive watching you. You can't push people away just to wake up and tell people to go so that they can be able to take their property. It will not happen. And I'm talking to every Biafran. If you have any property in any part of the zoo, make sure you keep your documents intact. That is all I can tell you. But the best thing for you now is to begin to consider to sell it out. Even if it is auction it out, take your money, go back to your hometown and begin to establish. If you want to have one room and parlor where you and your family will live, okay, there's no problem, have it. That thing that you can be able to forfeit and walk away. Live in those places, things that you can be able to forfeit and walk away. Leave those ones. But anything that you know you cannot afford to forfeit, anything you know you cannot afford to forfeit, my brother, my sister, if you have such investment outside Biafra land, sell it off. If you cannot be able to sell it off, make sure you keep your documents intact. Make sure your document have no fault. Keep your document intact without a fault. And I bet you, when Biafra comes, you will not lose your property. You will not. If that is your fear, you will not lose your property. There are rules and regulations that guard the world, the planet Earth that we are living. There are rules and regulations that guard West African countries. There are rules and regulations. So don't be scared. We know that Africans don't obey rule and they don't obey the law. They don't obey the rule of law. And that is why we are fighting as Biafrans. To make sure we bring back the rule of law in Africa. To make sure we set a good example where people will begin to obey the rule of law. It is very, very important that every one of us have to key in into this thing that we're talking about. It is a mandate. A mandate for every one of us as Biafran. Don't allow anybody to push you aside. Don't allow anybody to teach you a different message from the message you have known. Don't allow anybody to bring any propaganda to destroy your heart, to tell you otherwise. We are Biafrans. We know who we are. And we are going to build our own nation, Biafra. It doesn't matter the name they call you. When you get angry, think of how to get Biafra. When you see the way they treat you, think about how to get Biafra. When you see the way they dehumanize you, they attack you, think of how to get Biafra. That is where you're going to channel your anger. Do not channel your anger on individuals who have nothing to offer. Do not channel your anger on those ignorant idiots who are just there making noise, who are just there for their belly. Don't channel your anger to them. Channel your anger to the right source. When you're angry, You begin to think, what is going to be my contribution to make sure that Biafra comes today and tomorrow? That is the best way to get angry. When you get angry, you do extraordinary things. You begin to think fast. What are you going to do to make sure that Biafra comes fast? What are you going to do to sponsor the Biafra? Which area are you going to play? Where are you going to participate? Begin to ask yourself that serious question about Biafra. That is where to channel your anger. And when you do that, I bet you, if everybody in Biafra land should begin to channel their anger to the right source, Biafra will be here before you know it. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid of your fellow human being. Don't be afraid. Why do you have to be afraid? You become so scared to the extent that you are denying your identity. You are denying who you are. You become so scared that you can't even stand up and say, I am a Biafra. For a very long time, for so many years, you have been pleasing people. You've been speaking the language of the caliphate. You've been trying to make yourself accepted. You've been trying to please everybody, build nations, build cities, build states. You have tried and tried and tried, and yet you are not accepted. Is it not right time for you to go back home and begin to think about your own self? It is not time for you now to go and begin to build your own self. That is the time we are in. A time for us to build ourselves. We have done a lot in building nations, building other cities. We have to build Biafra land. And I thank you that many people are making the move already, thinking of returning back home. That is the best thing to do. That is the best thing to do. Begin to think of how to move your whatever you have to Biafra land, because Biafra itself is going to come as quick as possible. It is coming. In this 2023, we are not going back from our target. We are not going back from our target. I thank Chukwu Okakabe who gave us our spokesman, Master Simon Ekpa. And Master Simon Ekpa is somebody who is very, very consistent in his words. Everything he has said, he's pursuing it. Everything he has said, he's pursuing it and following it head on. And I believe him that Biafra is on the way. With all the diplomatic talks we are seeing, right, left, and center, with all the open doors and opportunities that Chukwu Okakabe is giving us, we must not abuse it. And one of the greatest opportunities we have as Biafrans is to have somebody like Master Simon Ekpa. Take it to the bank. That is one of the greatest opportunities we have. Even that is one of the gifts that Master Nnamdi can receive from Chukwu Okakabe. Master Nnamdi can receive that gift. When Chukwu Okakabe saw that nobody was with Master Nnamdi Kanu, not even one person. Chukwu Okakabe saw that Master Nnamdi Kanu was surrounded by enemies who claim to be friends. Enemies that claim to be friends. They were around Master Nnamdi Kanu, extorting money right, left, and center. Deceiving him. When they see somebody who has something to offer, they will block that person. They use propaganda and blackmail and make sure that the person doesn't see the light of the day. They have done it again and again. Until they met their match in Master Simon Ekpa. And when he came on board, he told them, I will be your end. They called it a bluff. He told them, I will be your end. They called it a bluff. And he conducted the vote of no confidence. After conducting that vote of no confidence, the Biafran people voted. They voted in large number and said, we do not want to be part of this Department of Saboteur anymore. We have lost confidence in them. And from there onwards, they were sacked from IPOB, just as he said that he would chase them out from IPOB. And he did. Since then, some of them begin to run kati. Some of them begin to pretend they want to force themselves in. How many of them are still speaking today? Those who are still there, they amount to nothing. Even when they have hijacked the Radio Biafra, how many people are listening to them on Radio Biafra? How many people are listening to them on Radio Biafra? Today, it is one revelation or the other coming. And the Biafran people are getting the message. Biafran people are getting the message. We have left them behind long ago, and we are moving forward. While they are busy chasing shadows, while they are busy destroying the foundations of Master Nnamdi Kanu, Where they are busy destroying legacies of Mazen Nandekano, we are building it and raising it to another level. Master Simon Ekpa and the autopilot is busy raising the standard to another level. And today I bet you where we are, they can never get there. Today we are recovering Biafra land inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, village by village, local government, state by state. The recovery have started, and I tell you, every inch of Biafra land will be recovered. Whether you like it or not, every inch of Biafra land will be recovered. It is going to happen before your own very eyes. The Biafran Liberation Army already have launched their logo, and many of you have seen the logo. I'm going to post the logo on this platform after this program, so they can see how to identify the Biafran Liberation Army. Everything is working as planned. Most of these things you are seeing are what Mazen Nandekano kept in place. The only thing that he required was for somebody to activate them and begin to put them in order and begin to use them. The people who claimed to be there knew nothing about it. They were busy destroying everything that Mazen Nandekano put in place. But thank Chukwu that he knew what will happen, and he brought us Master Simon Ekpa. And today, Master Simon Ekpa is making sure that all those things that Mazen Nandekano put in place are activated fully and more equipped, and many other things added to it. Wherever you are, if you are a genuine Biafran, continue to pray to Master Simon, pray for Master Simon Ekpa. If you love yourself and you are a genuine Biafran, continue to pray for Master Simon Ekpa. Consistently pray for him at all times. Pray for him for divine grace. Pray for him for strength. Pray for him. Continue, don't stop. Pray for Master Simon Ekpa. He has done a whole lot, and he's still ready to do more. Our Supreme Master Nandekano, who is in the hand of the DSS, still they are praying for you and I on a daily basis. We must not forget Mazen Nandekano. We must not forget Mazen Nandekano. The only way we can make Mazen Nandekano proud is to continue to keep this message of Biafra flying. If you want to make Mazen Nandekano proud, continue to speak about Biafra and demand for the coming of Biafra. That is how you free Mazen Nandekano. You cannot free Mazen Nandekano by rejecting Biafra. You cannot free Mazen Nandekano by saying Biafra is dead. You cannot free Mazen Nandekano by telling us to forget Biafra and go into election. The only way you can make Mazen Nandekano happy and make him receive his freedom is by you being consistent in your demands and requests for freedom. That is all he has asked. Those who have refused to listen to Mazen Nandekano, they are all regretting. And they will continue to regret. Look at the London board. Today he is going to court. The same court that gave Mazen Nandekano freedom and you refuse to speak. Gave Mazen Nandekano freedom and they denied him that freedom. They continue to keep him in incarceration and you refuse to talk. A presidential candidate, your own brother, was granted bail. 3 judges unanimously said let him go. And the federal government continued to hold you. You never spoke about it one day. Instead, it was outsiders who were speaking about Mazen Nandekano. People who were not from his own region were speaking about his freedom. But you never uttered a word. And today, the ball is on your court. You are in that same court today seeking for justice. And you think you get justice? Sorry, you're not going to get it. Sorry to disappoint you. Injustice against one is injustice against all. Since you permitted the truncating of the mandate of Mazen Nandekano, yours will be truncated. It's payback time. Law of karma. Do to others what you want people to do to you. Today you are expecting people to be jumping around. You are expecting lawyers to stand up and give a fight for you. You are expecting people to speak up that your mandate was taken away. But you were there. Mazen Nandekano mandate was taken out. Mazen Nandekano freedom was denied him. You didn't make any case for him. You didn't speak about it. Just pray that you will not be the next person to replace Mazen Nandekano in the DSS. Pray and pray hard. Because you're going to get there. You are going to be there. When Muslim Lanaka is coming out, you'll be walking into that DSS. And let's see who is going to save you. Is it the same people you denied? The same Biafra you said that Biafra is dead? Is it the same Biafra people that will come and rise up to protest for you? Hell no. We will not do such a thing. We will not do such a thing. The criminality against Biafran people, the crime you have committed against Biafran people, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for it. You gave the opportunity for that. You gave the opportunity for the Zoological Republic and the Caliphate to dehumanize the Biafran people, destroy the property of Biafran people, destroy lives. And you think you will go free. You can't go free. And as you have taken that anti-infested firewood, the lizard will visit you. And it is visiting. There's no two ways about it. You can't escape what is coming. Just prepare yourself for what is coming. You can't escape it. Prepare yourself for what is coming. It is always good to speak when you see evil. Call evil evil. When you see something going wrong, speak against it. You don't know who is going to be tomorrow. If you don't speak against a certain evil today, tomorrow it might be in your own shoes. It might be your own turn that people will defend you. When you never speak, you know I spoke when it happens to Mr. A, it happened to Mr. B, it didn't talk. The day it will happen to you, nobody's going to talk. And that is what is going to be the face of the London boy today. You came out boldly in the public before the whole world and you told us that Biafra is dead. You spat on the grave of 3.something million people that we have lost their life. You spat on their grave. You call them forgotten. Even people who are still losing their life till today, we have lost more than 5 million. You say it is forgotten. And you think that the spirit of the dead will be happy with you. They won't be happy with you. They're not going to be happy with you. You're going to pay the price. I don't know how heavy the price is going to be, but whatever it is, Chukwu Okukabiyama is the God of justice, and He's going to give you that. He's going to give you a payback for every single thing I've done against Biafran people. We are fighting for our freedom. We know that where we are not wanted. They don't need us anywhere around us, around them. They don't need us anywhere around them. They don't want us to survive. In fact, they are planning to exterminate us by all means possible. Even though they know that that is an impossible mission, still they want to embark on it. And as it stands today, we are equal to the task. We are going to face them head on. That is why you have the Biafra Liberation Army preparing heavily. You've had it with all your blackmail and propaganda. We are getting prepared. And things will happen when it has to happen. May Chukwu Okukabiyama continue to guide and protect every Biafran. Wherever you are as a Biafran, continue to pray for our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. Continue to pray for our Liberation Army. Continue to pray for Master Nandekano. Pray for all Biafrans, the genuine ones who are fighting for the struggle. For them to remain strong. For them to remain firm. The challenges are enormous. The enemy we are up against, they have all the equipment. They have all the connection. They have all the money. But I bet you, we will defeat them because we have that which is the greatest, Chukwu Okukabiyama, who is in charge of all. He is on our side, and we shall overcome. I appreciate every one of you who has been here patiently and joined me on this very platform today. I say, may Chukwu Okukabiyama continue to guide and protect you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for joining me on this broadcast. We are going to continue again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okukabiyama to continue to sensitize Biafran people and speak when we need to speak. Please, if you have not shared this broadcast, share it in your WhatsApp group. Share it in your own platform. Any place you are, share it. That is the way we can be able to reach out to people. As you know, we have lost our first platform where we are doing our live program. We can't be able to post things there anymore. So we have to remain on that suspension until whenever they choose to open it. So let us try to develop this area so that people can be able to reach us and get information. If you have not shared this program, kindly share it on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to anybody who is around you. That is the only way we can make headways. Thank you so much for watching, wherever you're watching from. I say, may Chukwu carry my God and protect all the Urugua people, all the Middle Beltans, all the Biafran people. May Chukwu carry my God and protect the BNL, wherever they are. BNL, may Chukwu carry my God and protect them, secure them, and give them that grace to continue to stand firm. Our ESN, may Chukwu carry my God and protect them. The Biafran Liberation Army, may Chukwu carry and be with them, guide and protect them, and secure them. May Chukwu carry my God and protect all our media warriors. The Umuada, may Chukwu carry my God and protect all those who are genuinely fighting for freedom. May Chukwu carry my God and protect our spokesperson, Master Simon Ever, wherever he is. Any attack that will come to him spiritually and physically will come against us in the name of Chukwu Kadam. May Chukwu Kadam continue to guide and protect every one of us wherever we are. Guide us, protect us, secure us. Mazen Nandekan we commit into the hand of Chukwu Kadam for divine favor, for divine grace, for divine protection. May he remain strong until he joins us very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our spokesperson, Mazen Samuel, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nandekan shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from, and stay blessed. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Kadam.